Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and Activision Blizzard is getting sued by the state of California. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to the description of this video. There will be a link to an article that will explain the allegations held against Activision Blizzard based on the women in their own workplace that are getting sexually harassed. And so I want you guys to be aware of what's going on in this situation before you continue watching, just because I am going to be giving my 2 cents about the situation, and I do expect the viewers, you guys, to actually have and understand what's going on and be able to comprehend what I'm talking about. Also, can we get a round of applause to Charlie Intel for actually doing a good job keeping up to date with this information, and of course any Call of Duty news in general. Let's take a second and give him a round of applause, you guys. Now that is out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the situation and give my 2 cents on this topic. So, first of all, things like this are just completely unacceptable in a workplace and in public. Men should never act like this in front of women, and the same goes vice versa. Women should never act like this with men, and it's very unfortunate that things like this still happen to this day. I feel like we're at a point now where we should know better. Everybody should know better to not do things like this that we've read in the allegations, right? So first of all, these male workers at Activision are showing up drunk or either getting drunk at work, and then, which is already a huge no-no, by the way. Like, you should never ever get drunk at work. Like, you're a literal idiot for doing that. And then you're going ahead and going to your female coworkers to harass them, not just harass them, but sexually harass them. Like, really? It's just like, I can't believe there are still men out there who are complete pigs, Like, they just do not have any, emotion, or I don't really know what the right word is, compassion towards other people out there, especially women, and just treating them like sex objects. Like, seriously, there's guys like that who still exist. Oh man, like, why are they treating women this way? I just never understood. This is something I've never understood. Why? I've always been taught that you should always treat others the way you want to be treated. And even with that said, I still try and treat people better than they treat me for the most part. Honestly, I could care less how people treat me. As long as I treat them well, I think it's okay. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to really acknowledge the people who don't treat me well. There's no point. Why would I? But you get what I'm saying, though, you guys. Why? There's really no reason why men should be acting like this towards women. And my hearts definitely go out to all the women out there who have gone through this, who are currently going through this. And I really wish the best for all of you. I mean, you guys who are going through type of harassment, you are in control. I'm just going to say that right now. Even though you're the victim here and you're the one being harassed by a coworker or someone else, believe it or not, you're the one in control, because you can make it stop if you do something about it. And I just want to let you guys know that, and that I'm 100% positive that a lot of people will be by your side if you go ahead and stop situations like this. And so another thing I would like to say before moving on is that the article I have is allegations, right? The definition of allegations is that it's really just accusations towards something, but there's typically not really any proof of them. And this has been going on. I think this investigation's actually been going on since 2018. And if the investigation hasn't been going on since 2018, then this type of frat boy work environment has been going on since 2018. So I just know that things like this have been going on for a few years, and now the state of California is finally suing Activision Blizzard for it, and they definitely should. They definitely deserve to have a punishment. However, what would the punishment be? Let's say Activision Blizzard loses this lawsuit. Are they just going to have to pay some sort of fine or something? I don't think they would get shut down for it. I think it's definitely possible if there's lots of evidence showing that the higher ups, like the CEO or whatever the case may be, is actually, I guess, supporting this sexual harassment in the workplace. If that was the case, then yeah, I think the whole Activision Blizzard thing would be shut down. And that's another thing. I'm not entirely sure if most most of these allegations are accused through the Activision or Blizzard side of things, because of course Activision and Blizzard were two different companies and they have merged together to basically become a single unit, essentially. And so I'm not really entirely sure which side has more allegations than the other. I mean, I assume it's on both sides, and I know from what I've been reading online, it seems like a lot of people are blaming specifically on Activision rather than Blizzard on these things, but I'm also a Call of Duty player, so I follow a lot of people who are also Call of Duty players, so it's kind of understandable why everyone's blaming Activision instead of Blizzard. But anyway, I just gotta get that out of the way anyway. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and talk more about this topic here. So another thing about women is that they are hard workers. There are a lot of women out there who work harder than men. Not that men don't work hard at all. There's definitely a lot of hardworking men out there as well. And you know, the proof is really in the pudding. You look at athletes, you look at CEO of businesses like Jeff Bezos. Like, you see these, like, basically faces of certain teams or certain companies, and you recognize that, yeah, they're successful. You know, these people are successful. However, success doesn't come from your perspective. Success comes from their perspective. Like, you know, when I look at an athlete like Tom Brady, he's a great example, right? A very, very good quarterback who has gotten so many rings in the NFL. If we take him, for example, I look at him and I'll be like, this guy is successful, a very good NFL quarterback. I mean, he's in the NFL, you know, he's one of the best players out there, like in the league. And, you know, in my perspective, he is successful, but maybe to him, he's not successful. You know, that's why he's still trying to get rings to this day, because he still has that strive to, like, accomplish what he wants. So in his eyes, he may not be that successful, where in my eyes, I think the same thing. And so success really comes from your own perspective. Success is what you make it out to be. And so when it comes to women in gaming, and not just really in gaming, but just in general, there are definitely women out there who have that strive to actually get what they want. And when women work for a company like Activision Blizzard, which is like, you know, this huge AAA studio publisher, right? I mean, they make like some of the best video games out there. That's why they have so much money. That's why they're so popular. So when these women finally get to work for them, I'm sure they were stoked, you know, because this is a huge company to work for. And I think for them, they found a lot of success trying to work for them and being passionate about video games. And that's pretty much how they got where they are today, is because they were passionate about making video games in the first place. And I would argue that probably most of the women who worked for Activision Blizzard are better workers than their male counterparts, because there are definitely a lot of males out there who get to where they are today, but they realistically didn't have to work as hard for it as compared to like someone else, you know, for that same position. And I think for some males, things just come naturally for them, so they don't really have to work hard at it, where, you know, I think a lot of women actually do choose to work hard at something that they're passionate about. And so my hearts go out to all these women out there who have to go through something like these allegations, and I am so grateful for women in the gaming industry, because it shows that they are passionate about what they are working on, and where they are today, I think, has really shown that, like, there's success, if I'm being completely honest with you. And Sledgehammer Games, you know, they're one of the Call of Duty developers. I know there was I think there was a national, like, Women's Month or something like that, and so, or maybe was it a week? I don't know. There's, like, so many different things, but I think there was, like, a National Women's Month, and so they actually would like weekly post something on their Twitter thread of like a female employee that works with them, and they'll kind of give them a shout out. And I thought that was really cool, because, you know, I think it's really awesome to see these women being recognized for the video games they're making. I kind of hit my mic there. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but yeah, I have a huge respect for women in the gaming industry. Just have a huge respect for women in general. And, you know, after being done with college for 4 years, most of the friends I made were actually women. And although it was very surprising to me looking back on it, I'm like, dang, most of the friends I got were women, which, you know, isn't a bad thing, you know, of course. But, you know, after hanging out with girls and women for so long in college and becoming friends with them, I have definitely got a higher appreciation for them I've ever had before. Not that I've never like appreciated women before that or anything. I just have a much higher for them, because, you know, I'm able to actually kind of see what makes a woman tick in their head, and I'm able to understand what their they're passionate about and what they actually strive for. And I have a huge respect for women who go for things that they're passionate about and they're willing to sacrifice anything to get to where they are so they can be successful in their eyes. And I have a huge respect for those type of people out there, not just women, of course, men too, but women, it's something that you definitely see more frequently nowadays. I will say that I definitely see more women putting themselves out there and trying to get to where they want, which is amazing. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I really don't know what point I'm trying to make in this video. I just really do believe that most women in the gaming industry work harder than their male counterparts, and that I just have a huge appreciation for women over the past couple years, and I really think they're able to accomplish a lot of things that some men can't do. And so that's really the whole point of this video, just recognizing women in any industry. It doesn't have to be the gaming industry in general, and specifically, it could be anywhere. And I think we definitely see that more today, women being appreciated more for the work that they've done. But just seeing this for Activision Blizzard, seeing these males treating women like shit in the workplace, just really upsets me, and it's just really astonishing to me that things like this still happen to this day. And so anyway, that's all I really wanted to say in this video and give out my 2 cents out there. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos every single day, and I shall catch you guys later.